as you heard, with elements of flow included. And I thought it worked well. I thought it works better than I thought it would. I was afraid about getting hung up on outcomes, and I was afraid that it felt a little rudimentary, but in practice, it worked well, and it really supported a sequencing of questions that felt natural.
Right. And it might fit really well into another conversation about systems or habits as well, Mike. So in anything, like, it may not feel complete, but I think I was sharing with another group. Make sure that you ask them what they want to get out of this exercise. Like, what are they wanting to get out of it? And then you can check in at the end of the exercise, did they get that? And then it can feel complete. Otherwise, I think it fits more into a session versus being a whole session. Okay. All right. My takeaway as a client is, don't forget about humor. Actually was able to, Kanika and Kellen finished early, so they team coached me, which was awesome. So cool to experience that. And Kellen had left me with this thought of looking at just the situation I was looking at from the third person perspective. And it was humorous, and it was like, if I did that in the moment, it would be really cool. Anyway, so humor as a client. And I think as a coach, I'm just inspired by all of you guys. So that's me. Who's next?
I can.
Thank you, Eddie.
My takeaway as a client is be authentic and be open. Works very well as a client. And my takeaway as a coach, use intuition. I understand we need to do the right question. I clearly understand that. The question is very important for understand the people the way be and make the people learn things about themselves. But I think this is very important. Use the intuition. Don't worry too much about the question. Just,
Right. There's not a right question. If you're just in the right mindset, like that intuitive coach, the right question will come. Exactly. Thank you for sharing that, Eddie. So encouraging. What a good reminder. All right. Sarah, what about you? What are your takeaways?
Yeah, I'm kind of with you, Eddie, on intuition. How important it is. I kind of was reminded to just keep exploring, because I asked what we wanted to get, and we had one thought, but then as the keystone. But then it turns like going deeper. There was actually a keystone that came even earlier that was really the base to getting what she wanted done later. So it's really neat to just see. If you keep exploring, you'll discover a lot of new keystone habits.
Yeah, that's very true. Because I didn't realize what mine was, Sarah, until everyone started talking about it, and I was like, "What really does anchor my day?"
Yeah.
And a client, Sarah, might just want to explore, what is my keystone habit? How do I know that's that habit that has to be in place, or else my day goes bonkers?
Yeah, so that could be the whole session in itself.
It could be. It depends on what your client needs, definitely.
Yeah.
Kellen, what are your takeaways?
I would have to say that trusting the process, just allowing, these great tools that we've been given, allowing the work to happen, to just enjoy observing, the unfolding of the process. And then as a client, I would have to say, I guess it's similar. Just allowing yourself to be carried by the process, and to Not put blocks into place that don't really need to be there.
Yeah. That's beautifully said. Allow yourself to be carried by the process. I almost want to just let that sit with me for a minute. And that's true in life too, right? Thank you, Kellen.
Yeah.
All right. Robin, what about you?
I think, let's see, I think that keystone habits can be viewed, and tell me if I'm wrong, as a trigger habit, or is it separate?
Like it triggers other habits?
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of this domino effect. So it's the starting point. Like it has to happen, otherwise other habits don't happen.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay.
I would put it
So,
yeah.
So that I learned that I do have lots of keystone habits. And in thinking about it after Sarah and I chatted, maybe I have too many. But and that's it. I mean, yes, you do have to follow your intuition.
So what's your next step with all of these like essential habits that you have, Robin?
That maybe I need to be a little less routine. Maybe I need to be a little bit more, a little less routine.
What do you think the impact will be?
I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Did you hear what we said earlier about taking time to just do something creative this week?
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no worries. So Kellen is doing an art project with her daughter, and then we had this idea that we would all just do one creative thing this week.
Okay.
So maybe that'll be helpful for you in just doing something spontaneous and fun.
Yes, it will. It will.
Okay. Thanks so much for checking in and sharing that, Robin.
Thank you.
All right, Kanika.
Okay, I think for me as a coach, I was a little confused in the process on the objective of the exercise. Like in the beginning, when I asked them what is the outcome of the exercise, they don't really technically know the exercise of the cycle of self-construction. So I think I will have to just go with the overall goal. But I think it was helpful for me as a client as well to understand what keystone habit I have in place. So yeah, I think it was a helpful exercise, and I can see the value for clients in this one.
Right. Yeah, and just remember the foundation is flourishing. So that's really the goal of the exercise, is to bring awareness to the client, like what are their best habits so that they can be their best self.
Yeah.
But always check with your client, because everyone, someone might need to just explore their keystone habit and what they have, or someone wants to take action and implement a new habit. Everyone's outcome can be different. So always just ask your client, and then you can check it at the end, and then it'll feel complete.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
All right. So we do have a little bit of homework. So do something creative, and we're going to check in with that. So even if it's a joke or, something really simple and, it's a doodle, who knows? Just do something creative. We're going to check in with that. And then brainstorm ideas for our team name for our class. So I'm going to send an email with some links and a little bit of follow-up notes for you guys. So you can reply to that if you're not on Facebook, and I'll add it to the Facebook group, and maybe we can start a poll or something. And then those of you on Facebook, if you want to brainstorm some name ideas, we'll do that throughout the week. And then, hey, that's something creative. There we go. All right. Well, I appreciate you all. And
Hey, Hannah.
Yes, Robin.
What chapter are we doing for next week?
It's chapter 12 of the new wellness guide.
Chapter 12. Okay.
I believe it's reflecting. Let me pull it up just so I can verify it.
Okay.
Because I used to have the old one, the order of them memorized, and I don't have the new one memorized just yet. Okay. So we just did flow. I can't wait to get a book. It'll be so nice to have the hardback.
Yes.
All right, yes. So it's reflection, acknowledgement, and champion. So that's chapter 12.
Okay.
And then the order and everything should be correct on your materials page by tomorrow. Because Amber and all of her amazingness, it has time, thankfully, to do that. So it'll be correct on the materials page. So the right recordings will be in the right place, because I realize those aren't right now, but they will be. And let me know if you guys have any questions. Eddie, I will look forward to talking to you on Friday, and anyone else, feel free to reach out if you need anything at all, okay?
Thanks, everybody. See you soon.
Yeah.
Bye, guys.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you, Hannah.